Back to you.
Thank you, Katie. Willie Collins has been blind for nearly 40 years, more than half his life.
And for a long time, the Atlanta man has asked his doctors at the Emory Eye Center if there's anything that might help him. Recently, he asked to be the first Georgian to test out a new bionic eye. The Fox Medical Team's Beth Galvin is here with the rest of the story. Beth, good morning.
And good morning, Gravir and Buck. And this is such a cool story because when Willie Collins is wearing this system, he just looks like a regular guy who's wearing a pair of sunglasses. But this bionic eye allows him to see objects, where they're located and where people are standing and where they're moving. And those are the kind of things that Willie Collins hasn't been able to see for years.
It's white, white, white. It's white.
Little things like knowing what color his undershirts are to 78-year-old Willie Collins, because for decades, starting when Willie was just a young newlywed, he's been losing his vision to an inherited eye disease known as retinitis pigmentosa. Collins says he's accepted blindness, but now this.
This is black right here.
I can't see out there.
White. Right.
There's going to be a square of light.
Collins is the first patient at the Emory Eye Center and only the 14th in the U.S. to test a new artificial vision system that's allowing previously blind patients to see.
So what Mr. Collins sees is not what we see. And its different light flashes will allow him to form an outline in the shape of a person, an object.
The glasses look like the kind athletes wear, but these contain a miniature video camera that's part of a complicated visual relay system that bypasses the damaged nerve cells in Willie's eye. Emory retina surgeon Jean Yun says the system, known as the Argus 2, helps Willie perceive basic images, allowing him to navigate the world around him.
It's a shape of things, an outline of a person, a shape of a door. There's light turning on, there's passing cars.
Willie taught himself how to do everything he needs to do here at home because his wife worked. Recently widowed, though he says for a long time, if you asked him whether it was day or night out, he wouldn't be able to tell you.
Once upon a time, it was just night. You know, it wasn't no day.
But now?
It's not real bright like real bright. It look like it kind of, like a cloud. If you be blind and you get in a little light or whatever, you be appreciative of that.
Touch where you see it.
Close. It was lower and right.
Because Willie has been blind for decades, he will need intense visual rehabilitation to retrain his brain to use the artificial vision device. On the day we visit, he sits in front of a dark computer screen, trying to find and touch squares of light that are flashing right in front of him. Back at home, Willie says he can see a flicker of light on his once dark TV screen.
That little flicker mean a lot to me. You know, people who have good eyesight, it don't mean nothing to them, but it mean a lot to me.
Because this tiny step forward feels like a big deal.
Every year is something new coming out. I never dreamed that nothing would come out for this. And I'm just absolutely, people say, how can you be so excited? I am very excited.
And the Argus 2 has been approved by the Food and Drug Administration for adults who are 25 and older who have advanced RP. And Collins says he hopes that this system that he's now testing will one day really be able to help the next generation of young people who are facing vision loss for the same reason he is. And he says if he can, all of his work will be worth it if it can do that. Buck and Gravir.
How amazing is that? We take it so for granted.
Yeah, and he says it perfectly.
He does.
That flicker of light makes a difference.
It does. That is his outlook so great.
Yeah.
I love his attitude.
So
it's terrific.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Beth.
The time now is 8:38, and still to come on Good Day Atlanta this morning, we begin our search for the best teacher in Metro Atlanta. Today we head to Sandy Springs to introduce you to the first of 5 finalists in our High Five for Teachers contest. Stay with us.